Oh, I thought that was appropriate for today. Anybody ever see that full movie? That's a great movie. Okay, now I have some marketing ideas for credit unions. You all have a copy of this? I don't remember. Okay. So where's our head loan people at? Are they around here anywhere? Did you get a chance to read this? So 20 easy loan marketing tips that save you time and money. 1, ease the loan approval process. Okay, extend loan limits and their lines of credits. I asked a woman earlier, I said, do you have money to loan? She goes, yeah, we have money to loan. We also want to make sure it gets paid back. So use loan incentives for both members and employees. Make versatile loans. Have an ongoing pre-approvals. Some of these things I probably don't need to tell you. You probably heard it over and over and over. Refinance. Include a loan application with every loan marketing, with any loan marketing that you do. Every time I go through my drive-through, they say, hey, can we give you a loan app, or can we give you this? I'm sure if you guys aren't doing that, something you probably need to do. Market to midlife members. Make marketing more visual and emotional. Some of your stuff with your marketing is right on. Okay, some of it is probably working and some of it's probably not. I'm not sure who the creative ones are that does this, but some of it probably works, some of it don't. You guys probably are changing this all the time, I would imagine. I'm not sure when this stuff was introduced. Simple messages repeated over and over and over and over. It's you basically have to just kind of beat it into people's heads, as I'm sure your upper management is telling you that. So, okay. Testimonials are very important when you get into marketing. I always ask my people that I do business with, ask them to give you a testimonial. A lot of times they say, I don't have time to do it. Ask them if you could write it for them. And it works a lot easier than keep asking over and over and over. What I do is I write it for them, put it on their letterhead, they sign it. That should be on your website. That could be in all your branches, wherever you want that to be at. But everybody needs to get testimonials. Use the same marketing message in your newsletters, which all this is starting to, go into this. Frank, what did you guys do before you did not do wearenotabank.com? Was it?
We didn't have anything.
You didn't have anything.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant like other website.
Yeah. So.
But I will tell you, as a hometown guy, I love that slogan.
The We Are Not a Bank?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So anyway, this I just gave to you. You can use it however you want to use it. There's some things to stay ahead in. I have 7 tips on how to stay ahead in, 7 tips of staying ahead in the changing workplace. How many people like change in their life? How many people want change in their life? When I first started to lose weight, I had no idea that I was going to have braces for 19 months in that 24-month period. I had no idea I was going to have a knee surgery in that 24-month period. No idea I was going to have 2 eye surgeries 2 weeks apart. I couldn't see out of my right eye for 63 days. So I think I'm a little privy to change. So I had no idea all that stuff was going to happen. I just want to lose weight. I didn't want to do anything else, So, so when change comes, you got to just, you got to take the bull by the horn, and you got to deal with it. Because when I had eye surgery, I actually had a trip planned to go see my 2 daughters, one in Costa Rica, one in Honduras. That's where they live. And I went in to have cataract surgery thinking, this is going to be easy and it's going to be fine. 2 weeks later, I woke up and I couldn't see out of my right eye. So I couldn't fly, I couldn't do anything, I couldn't run. So, when you're a runner, that just kills you. So 63 days of not being able to see out of my eye. Couldn't go to Honduras, couldn't go to Costa Rica. So a lot of change. You just gotta take the change and go with it. So, Okay, 7 tips of staying ahead in your changing workplace. Number 1 is become a software expert. How many people beat their computer because their computer's not working? Everybody. Okay. Demonstrate your business, typically including word processing, spreadsheet, database, presentation, scheduling programs. Learn how to navigate the internet, gather information on the World Wide Web to further your organization's goals and to serve your customers' needs. Become a webmaster or web content provider for your employer. Back in 2009, I met Dave Woodson, and he back then was on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm like, well, what is that? You know, what is all this stuff? So I had no idea 2.5 years ago that I would not do any. When I first decided to come here, I thought about, well, I've been in business 10 years. How have I changed my business? And when I first got in business, it's like every other business. You join the chambers and you put your money into the yellow pages and you do direct mail. And 10 years later, I'm not doing any of that. It's all social media, all social media. And I've kind of changed that in the last year. When about a year ago, I used to be able to get 2 embroidered shirts for $39.99. Well, everybody's offering that. You have to be different. So now what I do is I actually take pictures of stuff that I do and put it on my Facebook page, my website page. And I get more, hey, that's pretty cool. How do I get one of them for me? As opposed to, I don't need 2 shirts for $39.99. So I'm not sure where you guys are at social media-wise, but I'm sure there's some regulations you have to follow with the laws of that. So anyway, become a software expert. Number 2 is actively pursue continuing education, which is what Frank is doing today. I'm not sure how many workshops or seminars you guys do throughout the year, but always continue to do your continuing education. Okay. Number 3 is learn how to plan conferences and meetings. Make the meetings well organized and user-friendly to people that are there. Number 4 is be a good teacher and leader. Many professionals are training and supervising other staff members. Okay. Number 5 is become a communication hub for your workplace. Clients and vendors often judge the character of the business by the quality and efficiency of its administrative support staff. Customers' service skills are critically important. Okay. Number 6 is be adept organizer and information manager. Use computerized data as well as paper office records to provide information needed by managers. Number 7 is get involved in selecting and maintaining office equipment. I just had to upgrade my computer in the last 2 weeks. It was like the most frustrating thing for me because I had stuff that was going and it's not working. So, okay. Here's some information I also got on a brand new idea from some credit union. I don't know where it's at, but they talk about the different things that they should be doing. Number 1 is make sure that your website is user-friendly. Make sure that people understand how to use it. And the good way to find that out is ask people how they found out about your credit union. I found you on the internet, or I found you here. And if they mention the word website, is your website guy in here somewhere? One thing that you may want to ask them is, was the website user-friendly? Or I was trying to find something and I couldn't find something. I'm always changing my website because people are like, I tried to find something but I couldn't find it. And then you need to find out what they're looking for. Other thing is premiums and giveaways. Always try and get your name out. I know Frank did that with the hats. Do you guys have a membership card program where you give out member cards so they can use it at different discounts from around the community? It might be something you might want to look into. Okay, I know a lot of people do that kind of thing. There's always promotional literature anywhere you can get your logo out there. Highly recommend you do that. I'm sure you guys are involved in the community with doing trade shows or sponsoring little leagues or baseballs. It's amazing how many people find out my company, and I always find out where they heard about my company from. So, okay. Something that a lot of people do is postage meter imprints. When you send out your mail, you can actually put your website embedded into that postage meter, which is something new that they're just starting, which is kind of cool. Anytime you can get your stuff out there. Brand is so important. I talk to people about branding all the time. Whatever your branding is, just make sure your information is consistent throughout. You don't want to have a fish one day and a lion the next day. McDonald's has the same. McDonald's wherever you go in the world. So typically all about branding. So okay. That's really all I had for you today. I don't know if anybody has any questions on branding or social media or change. Where do you start change? How do you do change? So, okay. No? Okay. Thank you.